So, okay, let's get on with the show now, Cecilia, and let's talk athletics. Russia, they're in the news. They've been in the news for how long now? I mean,
yeah,
it feels like they've been in the news forever.
2015, and the ban is still on because Sebastian Coe had to start explaining to some journalists the reason why they're yet to lift the ban and the fact that it's still difficult for them to get access to the athletes they want to test. There's some places you have athletes where, you know, the WADA people can actually get access to, and also the fact that the biological passports of most of the players, they haven't, of most of the athletes, they haven't released it to IWF. So it's a difficult situation for Sebastian Coe. So he feels until Russia decided to do all this, obviously, they would not, you know, lift the ban.
Yes.
It's a serious situation.
Yeah, the message is very clear. Sebastian Coe is very disappointed with the lack of progress. I mean, the progress is so slow with Russia's anti-doping reforms. And if they continue this way, Cecilia, we already know they'll miss the world champs in London.
Except the few athletes that would compete
as neutrals,
as
right?
neutral.
Yeah,
so you won't have the Russian flag there because
so,
the Federation of Rusav also is, I mean, the head coach, I mean, he has declined to actually sign the old pledge for clean athletes and all that. That's also another issue there. We'll listen to Sebastian Coe talking about what Russia must do. Rather, they know what to do to be brought back into the IWF. Right now, they remain suspended indefinitely.
We will continue to be tough. There is no timeline here, and you know, you've heard me say this before. This criteria is here. It's not a, you know, it's not a mix and match. It's not per many 2 from 5. Again, disappointment is a good word because there is no reason why better progress has not been made. You know, if you look at the 3. You know, just take 3 of the key milestones. Testing, yes, there is testing taking place, but it is still far too limited. The Russian investigative committee still is refusing to hand over athlete biological passport samples for independent testing at labs. We've still got athletes in closed cities that are difficult, if not impossible, to get to. And as I've said, we've got coaches still plying their trade, and we've got the head coach of Rusav effectively sort of refusing to sign their own pledge to clean athletics. So, you know, there is some way to go, and yes, we will see this through. There will come a point where the council will take a judgment about what, and I guess that will come at the next council meeting, what are the next steps? But the next steps are not to soften our stance on this. The next steps are to try and maintain what the progress that has been made, and there has been some progress, but in the key areas and the milestones that we are looking at, there are still some really, there are some very, very big gaps that still need to be bridged.
You just have to bridge that gap for them to be able to come back to IWF. Right now, they remain suspended indefinitely. Russia can pull this off, right? Maybe they're hiding so many things.
Yeah, well, they just have to up their ante a bit. I mean, they need to hurry.
Just do it. I mean, allow access to athletes who are training in some facilities, and also release that biological passport. And that's all. It's not so hard, right?
Yes, well,
it's hard when it involves states, according to IWF, state-sponsored doping.
Yeah,
that's when it's hard.
All the best to Russia, really. I mean, the big country when it comes to athletics. Yeah. So hopefully they can return as soon as possible. But they have to return and they have to be compliant. That's the message. It's very, very clear.